Hey guys, I'm BandedFurret, and welcome to Furret's First Friday Forum. This is my podcast that I'm going to be doing for, as long as it can go on. I will be trying to incorporate ads into these videos / podcast itself. So if you hear one, I'm sorry. I'm just trying to help myself out on this because these actually take a long time to do. So now that that's out of the way, I wanted to inform you what this segment is and the other segments to come. So the first segment up here is the Nintendo News segment. That is one where I just speak about what's happening Nintendo-wise, more specifically Pokemon. Things that are focusing only on Pokemon are really going to be my forte, but I will be doing some other things Nintendo-wise, although right now there isn't really news because E3's over and nothing's really happened. The Invitational for Smash Bros. Is already over and done with. But, by the way, if you guys didn't get to play that, I played about 5 minutes of it, and I will say that Greninja is overpowered is not a good word for it, but it's where he's so new you don't really have a counter to him, but he's incredibly powerful. So away from that, I just wanted to show you guys what I am going to be doing on here, what I'm really going to be doing throughout this whole podcast session. So the first session up is Nintendo News, like I said. The second one is going to be Choice Band, because it's my favorite item. Choice Band is where I'm going to find someone on YouTube who does remixes of Pokemon music, where I find a band that does remixes on Pokemon music, anything like that. And I'm going to attempt to put them in without any kind of copyright issues. If I do get a copyright issue, I will take down the video, cut out that piece, upload it again, apologize to the original creators, but I don't think there will be, because if anything, this is just getting their music out to more people. I will try and ask every time so that way I don't have to take one of these down, because it's going to be a lot of work. But I hope that you guys enjoy that. There are some really, really good Pokemon remixers out there. Alright, next up is the Pokemon Turf Wars update. That one is going to be done in a 1940s-esque announcer voice. I just gotta warn you guys now, it's somewhat loud, so I'll be tuning down the volume on that. After that, competitive Pokemon of the week. Now this week's for really cool Pokemon, so stay tuned for that one. That is a lot of fun to do. I get to test a lot of really cool sets. I actually don't have any battles with it because this time around I couldn't really, the Pokemon that we're doing this week I use so much that it's not really needed to show any video for it, and for you guys listening, you wouldn't really need to enjoy that anyway. Usually I'll include a Breeder's Corner and a Player Story of the Week. Now, this week I don't have either of those two because this is our first video, and those two segments are going to be, I guess, promoted and done solely by you guys. I'm just going to put them into the video, I'm going to show them, I'm going to put them into the podcast, I'm going to talk over them, but that is going to be your all's thing. I want you to show me, the level 1 Arceus you got from Wonder Trade, or the amazing Battle Mansion sweep that you got with Truant Durant. That's what I want to hear about. I want to see what you guys have done, be it Showdown, be it X and Y, be it Pokemon Blue. I don't care. I want to see what you guys are doing Pokemon-wise, and I want to get this more community involved. So hopefully you guys will start submitting for that. And for Breeder's Corner, that's just Pokemon Story of the Week. For Breeder's Corner, I want to see your shiny 6IV competitives that took you months to breed. I want to see your favorite Pokemon in a me with full hearts and that you bred and you're just so happy, you're so proud of these Pokemon. That's what I want to see. I want to see people really treating the Pokemon, thanks to a me, the connections between trainers and Pokemon are unlike they've ever been before. So I really want to see that connection. I want to feel that connection between you and your Pokemon. So that's what Breeder's Corner is going to be about. I can even make it to where you guys can show off your own Pokemon merchandise, which is what I was thinking about. So if you guys want to send me pictures or just Instagram links of the newest plush that you got or anything like that, it's all about you guys. I want to see Player Story and Pokemon Breeder take off, guys. So that's that. First off, though, is Nintendo News. Now, if you guys have been living under a rock, you probably know nothing about Pokemon Center. Well, back in 2004, we were blessed here in America with the greatest thing ever. That was Pokemon Center in New York, which I was privy to go to when I marched in the Macy's Parade. It was incredible. It is an amazing store. It's 2 stories. It's kind of small, but it was amazing. Now, in 2008, they stopped being the Pokemon Center and became the Nintendo World Store. That kind of hurt me a little bit. I was sad, but Nintendo World Store was really cool. It was a cool experience. but it lacked the focus. You know, Nintendo. The reason I became a huge Nintendo fan was the first video game I ever played as a kid was Silver, and so when it lost that Pokemon connection, I felt detached about it. Well, earlier this year, I heard rumors that because they did a Flash store in Europe, in France, they did a Flash Pokemon Center just like they used to have in New York, that they were going to do the same thing here. And I was like, I don't care if it's a Flash store or not, I've got to learn about this. So I started looking, and then just about a month ago, some PokeTubers got these emails, and they were from Pokemon, and they were just like, hey, we need your addresses, guys, this isn't a hoax or anything, we want to send you something. And then all of a sudden, they sent them a box, and you opened up the box, and inside were all of these official Pokemon licensed products, and it was incredible. And with it was one little letter from the maker of Pokemon and a link to PokemonCenter.com. So obviously, the first video I watched was Jwits, and I instantly rushed to the internet. I jumped on, and PokemonCenter.com came up, and I was, oh my gosh, I was so surprised. We're getting another Pokemon Center back, guys. We're getting a Pokemon Center. We can buy official Pokemon merchandise. It blew my mind. I was so excited. And the way it's working right now, you'll see these 3 items. These 3 items right here are you're able to order them, you're able to get them. They ship the day after you order them. If you order after 3 p.m., if you order after 3 p.m., it ships the day after. And if you order before 3 p.m., it ships the day of you order. So it's you get 3 items. The first week they had right here was some Eevee charms that go on a bracelet or a necklace, and then in the middle was I think a Pikachu plush doll, and then over here was a Mewtwo tumbler, and it was very sleek, very nice, purple and clear plastic, acrylic looking, very nice tumbler. Now the prices aren't insane either. I just want to show you because these are official licensed products. Now this is, let me see the features on this. Let's see, 6 inches by 10 inches by 3 inches. So quite a large Mega Blaziken. I mean, look at that detail too. It's officially licensed. So, I mean, I love myself some Pokemon merchandise, but $22, that's not bad at all. And I don't know how bad shipping is because I haven't purchased anything from here, but I will say I am super psyched about this. Pokemon Center is going to be great. This is where the majority of my money is going to be sunk into. So my house is probably going to be decorated with everything Pokemon ever. So moving on from that, we actually go into something I am super happy about. If you guys were Nintendo fans, which I hope you were for life, about 2 years ago, a year and a half ago, they did a huge concert, a symphonic concert for the anniversary of The Legend of Zelda. And it was beautiful. It was 48 minutes of incredible orchestra playing. I'm a huge band nerd, so I absolutely adore everything about the big concerts, especially when they incorporate my other favorite thing in life, video games. And when you add in Pokemon, my favorite video game genre of all time, you've got me sold. Now, sadly, this is going to be nowhere near me. This is going to be in Washington, D.C., so if you're going for Worlds Tournament, for TGC and VGC, you will be able to catch this. This is the night before Worlds, so you lucky ducks up there. But August the 15th in Washington, D.C., and September the 19th in Philadelphia. Now, I'm not even going to look at the ticket information because I'm not even going to be able to buy one, but this is going to be awesome. I can't wait to buy the CD for this. This is going to be absolutely beautiful. I can already tell. You guys can go on to YouTube. I'm not officially allowed to show you guys the middies, but if I could, trust me, I will, and I might include a link in the description because I think I'm okay to do that. But the Jwits and a few other YouTubers have middies that they can play of the arrangements, and if you're just wanting so badly to hear, you know, like I think the Jwits, the one that he has is the battle theme. If you guys are really, you know, itching to hear that, you can. I mean, it's a MIDI, so it's played on a computer. It's not actual instruments, but oh my, it's beautiful. I can't wait. This is incredible here. So next up is actually some Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire news. I just decided to hop onto their website because it's way too much for me to cover in just 3 seconds. So first up is Metagross. Now, Metagross is one of those Pokemon that has been everywhere in every tier in Smogon. He's an incredible Pokemon. He's got a really good typing, and unless you have an Earthquake user, he can run amok on your team. Unless you really have just someone who walls him completely, like a Crocodile, you're kind of doomed. He can hit super hard, and now they're giving him a Mega, which first off he deserves, because Steven Stone, I mean, he collects rare gems, and a Mega Stone's a rare gem. It needed to happen. This is his Pokemon, so that's what it is. And I am super stoked to see this guy in action, and he gets Tough Claws. The official ability was released, and it's Tough Claws upon Mega Evolution. So contact moves do 1.5 times damage. So this thing's gonna be a powerhouse. If this doesn't get moved from, I think he's UU. If this doesn't get moved to from UU to OU, I will be surprised. And if this doesn't make it to Ubers, I'll be mildly surprised. I mean, it seems that usually megas like this especially megas like this, are going to get kicked up at least 2 tiers. And 1 tier is OU, 1 more tier for Metagross is Ubers. So I can't wait for that. That's going to be such a fun mega to run. And look at its design. It's really cool. I don't really understand the legs in the background, but I mean, it makes them terrifying looking to me. I bet you there's another face on the back of it too. So I've not seen the back design. I've only seen the core scan, and this, I know they did show a video, but it's only from the front and from the side, so you don't really get to see the back of Mega Metagross. And again, I don't have permission to show those videos, so I can just show you the image of it. Next up, we do have the new designs for the gym leaders, and I will say this, I am more psyched about Watson's design than I am about anyone. I always thought Watson is this really cool grandpa guy. He's just really cool to hang out with kind of person, and looking at him now, he's exactly that. I mean, why would you move to Hoenn, this tropical desert-y kind of thing, you know, a climate it's extremely hot, extremely humid, if you're not willing to wear a Hawaiian shirt, walk around with a peace sign, and be an old guy? I mean, that's what Watson is. He's awesome. People were complaining about Flannery's design, but watching the little video where she gets confused on her lines and then, you know, tries to be the new gym leader, tries to be the hard gym leader that she's supposed to be, I'm really psyched about that. Your dad's design, I mean, he's Norman. He's pretty normal. I don't know. Looks like track pants instead of like normal blue jeans or anything. So, I don't know. Roxanne's design could kind of grow on me. She looks too much like a student, not enough like a teacher. But then again, I'm not Japanese, so I don't know if this is what teachers look like over there. She was an annoying gym leader for me because I always wanted to pick Torchic to just because I liked fighting types. But after about 2 or 3 times getting my butt kicked by her, I decided that Mudkip was my best pet, and ever since then, there's been no turning back. Although, I like Mega Sceptile better. I will say that. Mega Sceptile is a better Pokemon in my opinion. But right here, I like her design. It's meh to me. I mean, again, I don't know if this is what teachers look like over there or not, but I'm not going to complain. I like the revamping of all these guys. And now to my favorite. My favorite gym leader in Ruby and Sapphire was Brawly, and now look at him. He looks awesome. He looks like the surfer dude, boxing guy I always wanted him to be. He's just a cool guy, and I mean, you guys can't see their shoes, but they're all in those weird Pokemon Crocky kind of shoes, which is always just amazed me. But the future of shoes, guys, is Crocs, apparently, in Pokemon. But I enjoy Watson and Brawly's design by far the best. I really love the mix-up. They gave him some really cool shades. Kind of looks like a surfer to me, which really fits in the tone of where his gym is. And Watson just, like I said, looks like that awesome old man you meet on the beach. So the designs are great to me. I really enjoy their designs. So, and finally, on to the last part of it, the Contest Pikachu. Now, this Contest Pikachu is my absolute favorite thing. I love the contests in Ruby and Sapphire. I would spend hours upon hours just doing contests and making sure that all of my Pokemon in my party had a ribbon by the end of the day. And I love them. And this looks like a contest stage to me. There's not been official release. I don't think that contests are coming back. Correct me in the comments down below if they are bringing them back. I don't know, but this is awesome to me. And the fact that we have a special contest Pikachu. Look at this. Look at this design with a little heart on its tail. I understand it's a female, but the heart design, I love that so much. It looks so pretty. And then it's got all these cool little outfits. I'm going to click on here, see how fast it takes. When I record, it's usually a little bit slow. to load. It's looking, it's going to be a little bit slow. There we go. So they say that this one's cool red jacket, so I'm going to go ahead and say that this is the cool side of the contest. And look at that face. Oh, it's so adorable. For those of you guys listening, it's kind of it's a red jacket with red leather jacket with spikes and some kind of chain holding, kind of like a biker's kind of pockets with some fur around the collar and big eyebrows painted on. He's got kind of a, not an angry but a determined look on the Pikachu's face. It is a cleft-tailed, so obviously female Pikachu with a black highlight around the tail that makes it look like it has a heart. So, and then next up is Pikachu Belle. Oh, it's adorable. It's in a kind of a southerny belle dress, you know, a beauty dress, Victorian era-esque with big bows and nice blue sapphire for a center collar, and then a flower off to the side with a hood, big hoop skirt. It's adorable. Pikachu Popstars one I don't really enjoy. It's just kind of a pink tutu with some kind of, I don't know, half suit vest, half not, with frills on the arms and a bow. So it doesn't really grow on me. I know that this one is supposed to be, so this one's beauty, this one's cute, and then the last one is for smart, and that is the classic swirly-eyed, thick glasses, lab coat, graduation cap, pigtails, Pikachu designed to make it look like an average nerd. And actually this one, at first impression, I thought it was the worst out of all of the costumes, even the Popstar, which I don't like at all. But it's slowly grown on me. I actually kind of like it. It's kind of an adorable little thing. You can kind of see it's got a rare candy in its pocket, and I like it. It's adorable. It's an adorable little thing. All of these are adorable, and I can't wait. I can't wait to use one of these little girls in a contest. I really can't. It's just going to be a lot of fun. And so finally, we're moving on to our last little bit of news. This is the Battle of Legends online competition. So if you guys were, had the joy to compete in the first online battle that Pokemon Company pulled off, it was a lot of fun. I did it, but I didn't get a ranking because I didn't battle. I just registered and then completely forgot about it, so I lost my 1,000 Pokemiles. But they're doing it again. They're giving you another 1,000 Pokemiles. You can sign up. Well, actually, no, you can't sign up anymore, can you? Well, no, you got a day. You got 1 day left. So you've got 1 day. Probably be over by the time that I release this, but just going to go over the rules, which is something I don't understand. So you can use any of these legendary Pokemon, only 2 though, because this is doubles format and they don't want you to have 4 legendaries, but you can use 2. But they have to be from Pokemon X or Y. So, oh wait, no, there it is. In addition, Pokemon brought over can compete in the competition. So, alright. So there's going to be a little bit of a legitimacy, there it is, check. So you get to register 4 to 6 Pokemon. It is doubles format because the only format that Pokemon Company agrees with is VGC. So you'll probably be seeing a lot of Darkrai leads just for the Dark Void, and a lot of Speed Deoxys leads to set up some form of hazards, or just try and sweep from there. Probably Mega Kanga and Mega Lucario, probably a Mega Aerodactyl. But those are just my predictions. I will be watching this on Global Link. I hope you guys will join me watching it on Global Link. They are going to be streaming it. So I'm psyched for this. I love seeing these little competitions being put on by Pokemon Company. I don't know what the winners get. It just says that you'll receive a prize. I don't know what prize. They don't mention it. There are 2 divisions, 1999 or earlier. You are, and by earlier I mean later, as in 2000 and up, you are junior, and anyone born before 1998, you are masters. So there are only 2 divisions, not 3 divisions like there were in the last one. But and rankings will be announced August the 1st. I know you guys can just read this on your own, but might as well talk over it. I really enjoy these. I'm glad that Pokemon Company, Nintendo has a thing with competition. If you guys are Smash Brothers players, you know this. They usually don't like, let's see, Evo. They get mad at Evo for showing off their game. They don't really enjoy it. I don't understand why. I guess because they want to seem like a game company accessible to anyone, and if you put it in the hands of competitive players, people will start to feel like it's not a game for everyone. And I can understand that, but really, adding the competition level to me, it gives it an extra piece of depth. I can give a Pokemon game to any person and let them have the time of their life, raise this Pokemon, grow a connection to him, beat the Elite Four, play in a Mii with it, have the greatest time. But then I can also give it to a competitive player, and they will do the same thing and then build another team. They'll make sure that they're perfect and able to be used in battle to the fullest potential that they can, and they'll grow an even stronger connection with those Pokemon. They'll have better experiences and everything. So it's not taking away, it's just adding another dynamic to it, in my opinion. And that was my phone. I received an egg there. I'm sorry, I forgot to turn that off entirely, but I hope you guys enjoyed the Nintendo News session, and I really hope that these keep happening, because Pokemon Company, if any of you guys ever watch this, you are doing this right. This is an amazing concept, and I love it so much. So I would like to see it, you guys get together with Smogon one time and do something. I understand you don't agree with Smogon's rules, but I mean, come on, it would be great. Smogon's a lot more accessible to a lot of people. And TGC Online, if you guys ever compete in TGC Online battles, those are really fun. So I hope you guys enjoyed Nintendo News, and we'll move on to Choice Bands in the next segment. Hey guys, and welcome back to Choice Bands. Now, this week's Choice Band is Pokemon Reorchestrated. Now, these guys are incredible. I've been following since their beginning, since their inception, and I must say, like I said in Nintendo News, I am a huge band nerd. So anything that has to do with an orchestra or anything like that, I jump all over it. And these guys are amazing. They take beautiful selections. They take every song in Pokemon and they just add a little bit of something here, a little bit of something there, take off a little something, and then they add it. And what I mean by add it, they make a gigantic orchestra play these beautiful songs, and the wave of nostalgia that hits you if you've played the games, and the wave of just joy that you feel from this, it's incredible. And listening to these things, these songs that you play in a video game brought to life, and when I say brought to life, I don't mean just through the video game, in actual instruments, not through the sound system on a DS, but through the actual instruments. People who loved the games themselves and loved them so much that they took a more grown-up approach to it. They took it and they decided, okay, it's time to put pen to page and make these songs come to life, and they really do. I recommend buying most, if not all, of their CDs. The only one I don't recommend buying is the first one, and the only reason I don't recommend buying that is because you can get it on iTunes for cheaper. So it's the only reason I don't recommend buying the physical copy. So just go to iTunes and pick it up. And I say buy all of their music. It is incredible. If you want a little added touch, they do these things on their channel called Double Teams, and it's kind of like they film their rehearsements for every song, and they're live. You can watch what everyone's doing in the sound booths and each individual player, and they are beautiful. It adds another layer to it. It's just it puts you in the middle of these beautiful songs that you've played throughout all of your adventures. I mean, you got to remember the first time you stepped onto Route 1 and you listened to that music from Pallet Town. It brings you back to those moments, and that's what I want Choice Bands to do. Is I want a fresh take and a deeper take, and this is the deeper take. I want you guys to understand that if you don't like classical music, you probably won't enjoy these guys as much as you would as like a dubstep version of your favorite Pokemon themes. But oh my, these are just beautiful pieces. Expertly done, and I couldn't say enough good things about these guys. I just can't. It's impossible. Check them out. Pokemon Reorchestrated on YouTube. You can see I just searched it right here. That's the whole reason I did this instead of going to their main page. And drop a like, drop a subscription. These guys deserve it. Buy their CDs. Just incredible. And a little disclaimer here at the very end of Choice Bands. I am not affiliated with anyone on Choice Bands. I am not part of any kind of group or anything like that. This is just my opinion, and if you don't agree with it, I am sorry. But that's all I can do for you guys. Choice Band for the first week of Furret's Forum is Pokemon Reorchestrated. Check them out, guys. And I'll see you on the newscast. And now it is time for reports from the front lines. Resort area and survival area were both taken today by attacking Team Dim Sun in two very close battles, coming down both times to the admin and leader level. Rocket was extremely active this round, first narrowly losing at Blackthorn City to Aqua, going all the way to the admin level for the final win. Rocket then went on the offensive, attempting to take Kokonoha Village and Sinjo Ruins from Snag'em. Kokonoha was a show of victory for Rocket, showing their true offensive might, but Snag'em proved too solid at Sinjo to be shaken. Snag'em responded to such an assault as to attack Mystery Village and Scion Wood City. Mystery fell easily, but Rocket simply refused to blast off from Scion Wood. Flare took the offensive to take Anvil Town and Mistral City from Plasma, proving that Fire is truly offensive. And Galactic rounded out this phase with assaults on 3 islands in possession of Aqua and Mount Leuda by Snag'em. 3 Island was a hard-fought battle, ending in a very close Aqua victory at the leader level, whereas Snag'em showed no mercy in defending Mount Leuda from the Universal Conquerors. That is the Frontline news. And we are back with the competitive Pokemon of the week. Now, this week I have chosen one of the most viable threats in NU, and that is Poliwrath. Now, for those of you guys just listening, I'm going to read off of his base stats here. He's got 90 in HP, 95 in attack, 95 in defense, 70 in special attack, 90 in special defense, and 70 in speed. Now, for those of you guys who actually follow stats and everything, you'll understand that this is a very well-rounded Pokemon. This is basically on par with Mew, just 10 points less, 5 points less in some, and 30 points less in only 2 of them. So it is a very, very well-rounded Pokemon. He is so viable. There's so many different ways you can play him. I picked 3 of the most common and then 2 just absolutely out of the box kind of stupid ideas with them. So to start off, I'm going to go with my personal favorite and my most used set with Poliwrath, and that is the old-timey Sub Punch set. That is Leftovers with Water Absorb, Substitute, Focus Punch, Bulk Up, and Waterfall. He is here to take physical hits. He is here to just kind of laugh at you and bulk up, and then hit you incredibly hard when you try and switch out into, say, a Lantern to take the Waterfall, and you smack him in the face with a Focus Punch. I mean, he's so bulky. I run 156 EVs in HP, 156 in attack, and 196 in speed, just so I can outspeed base 85s with no invest. Now, this EV spread looks a little bit weird to some. Some people love to run more defense, some love to run a little bit more special defense, but for me, this works perfectly. I can usually get a substitute off. Because of that speed right there, I can outspeed just enough to be able to dodge a Toxic and throw up my sub, and then they're kind of forced to switch out because they can't do anything at that point into something, say a Lantern like that, and try and Volt Switch or T-Bolt their way to victory from there. But by that time, I'm already tightening my focus and ready to wallop some guys. So this is a set I have a lot of familiarity with and a lot of love toward. I really, really enjoy this set. There's a reason why I named mine, if you guys watch my videos, Aatrox, is because it is the Latin word for savage, and this guy can really punch holes through someone's team, just run amok through their teams. Now, the next one up is something that I have seen so much in NU. It is the Assault Vested Poliwrath with Water Absorb, EV spread being around about 156 in HP, 252 plus in attack, so adamant nature. I've also seen careful nature. Now, I don't know how viable a careful one is because you're already getting the 1.5 times boost from Assault Vest, so it just seems a little bit overkill for the extra 10%, but I mean, if it's the difference between an OHKO and living at 2% with a T-Bolt, I say go for it. And 100 in special defense. Usually the moves are Waterfall, Circle Throw, Earthquake, and Poison Jab. Now, I don't know why Circle Throw over Brick Break. I guess the ability to force people to switch out is better than forcing more damage. I personally run, if I were to run this, I've actually never ran one, and that's probably a problem. I should probably test one of these, but I just don't see this living that much longer than say, just a max HP one, because he's already got decent enough special defense. It doesn't really need that high of a boost, but that is personal opinion. I have seen this work, but it is very easy to get around, especially seeing how Electivire is now in this tier. So just keep that in mind if you're going to run one of these guys. Also, Earthquake or Poison Jab is interchangeable with Ice Punch and vice versa. So if you guys want to run one instead of the other, I have seen Ice Punch over Earthquake, although I like I like the coverage that Earthquake gives and the stab of Waterfall. A lot of people run Poison Jab instead of Waterfall and just rely on Circle Throw, but I enjoy the stab that Waterfall gives, and I enjoy the coverage that Earthquake gives. The next one up is something I actually saw in a Pokemon Turf Wars match, and that was a phasing Poliwrath. It was leftovers with Water Absorb, Rest, Bulk Up, Sleep Talk, and Circle Throw. It is basically a throw. It's really a throw that doesn't care if it gets burnt or toxic. I mean, a throw doesn't care either, because guts, but I mean, this thing was a monster. They couldn't touch it. It was incredible. I asked for the EV spread after the match, and they gave it to me. It was 252 HP, 100 in attack, 56 in defense, and 100 in special defense. It was careful, and it was a monster. Now, I personally don't like to run just one attack on a rester, because I feel that I am the unluckiest human being on Earth and will always get rest, or I will always get bulk up, and I never get the chance to hit, and by the time my 3 turns is up, I've got so low HP, I'm forced to go for another rest, and then it's just not worth it at that point. So I like to run Rest, Sleep Talk, Waterfall, Circle Throw with max invested in attack, but that is not the UV spread that I saw that worked extremely well. So I'm going to stick true to form and show you guys what I saw that worked incredibly well. And if this does get the chance to work, it's just like a throw in this I guess job. It does it extremely well, and I will say this probably does it better than throw. Not because its attack is higher, all because throws is through the roof compared to Poliwrath, but I guess just because you can switch in on a fire type move and resist it and be able to respond by yourself. Now again, like I said, the way that I would run this phaser is with Waterfall, but I'm sticking to form here. It is incredibly viable, incredibly good Pokemon, really good phaser. Another way that you could kind of run this is probably on a Rain Dance team with Swift Swim with just a little bit of speed invest, so that way you're assured to get a rest off before they're able to hit you. So now on to the crazy set. Now I do have some calculations. If you guys are watching, you see the calcs up there and you're probably wondering what they are for. They are for these two. Now I'm running a Rainy offense, Rainy physical, so that's just how I differentiate them. The Rainy offense one is a weakness policy Swift Swim Poliwrath. Now this one is centered around, the one I'm going to talk about now, is centered around special attackers. He is not special, he is physical, but that's just because my favorite variant is a physical variant, and it is weakness policy. Now, you're probably wondering how on earth this is even going to be viable, because this makes no sense whatsoever. Rain teams are common in U, but how is a no invest with base 95 attack really going to do anything to their electric attackers? Well, this buddy right here, Meowstic. Meowstic is a fantastic Pokemon. I love it to death. It's great. It is the prankster that I always wished a Xatu was, because this thing's incredible. So you run Rain Dance, Light Screen, Reflect, and Light Clay. You get up the light screen and you get up the rain, and then you switch into this guy right here. Poliwrath can take T-Bolts for days, and in fact I'm going to show you the calc on that. This is a Choice Specs Electrode. Now it's guaranteed 2-hit KO after leftovers, but we're running weakness policy, so we don't have to really worry about leftovers. Basically, if you switch in on a T-Bolt from an Electrode without a screen and with rocks up from their team, you're done for. You can't do anything. This is gonna hurt a lot, and a Volt Switch will leave you super vulnerable to any kind of Leaf Blade or anything like that. So we're just gonna click Rain, and then we're gonna click Light Screen. And now T-Bolt is doing 46% at max. So already we have increased the viability to, an egregious amount, and then you get the boost from weakness policy. So not only are you hitting super hard with your +2 attack, your waterfall, your stab is now boosted. You are now doing superb amounts of damage. So again, very situational, very crazy, very out of the box, but it works. Now, the EV spread for this has to be this, because if not, it will not live. It needs to be at least 100 in HP and 252 plus in special defense. If it is not, you will not live one. It will be a guaranteed OHKO every time unless you are max invest and careful in special defense. Now, I am running 100 in HP, 252 in special defense plus careful nature, and 156 in speed, because when that doubles in Swift Swim, you're now 430, nothing can really touch you. You are super fast, and you have Rest Sleep Talk on your side to be able to take any hit, rest it off, laugh it off, and hit super hard. Now the next one is the physical set. Now the reason why I'm doing both a physical and a special is because not only do we have Electrode and Emolga and Magneton, but you've got Electivire and Luxray in NU to really deal with, and those two are super big threats to Poliwrath. They can OHKO unless you are max defense or max HP. They can OHKO with a Wild Charge, so you've really got to play around it. That is where Reflect comes in. So just to show you guys the calc, without Reflect and running max defense with 100 HP, it is guaranteed 2-hit KO 81 to 95%. With a Reflect up, Wild Charge is doing 40 to 47%. So you really got to make sure that that is up. Now, after +2, I actually don't have this on +2, so it's going to take me just 2 seconds. After +2, you will kill with a Waterfall, and you will kill with an Earthquake. So if it is a Balloon Electivire and you can't hit it with an Earthquake, don't worry about it. Just smack it with a Waterfall. Now, the physical set, the physically defensive one I am running is actually Brick Break, Waterfall, Earthquake, and Poison Jab, simply because I decided that if I was going to show you guys that you can Rest Talk one weakness policy, that I don't need to show that you can run both. You can run a fully offensive Poliwrath from this one. I do not recommend any invest in attack. I recommend it in speed and, of course, in the defense that you want, so special or physical. Again, situational, very gimmicky, but when it works, the smile on your face will be priceless. Poliwrath is an amazing Pokemon, and if he has support, he can absolutely destroy teams. Now, that support can come from a substitute, that support can come from a Prankster Meowstic, just being able to set up anything so it can be touched. Poliwrath is a fantastic Pokemon, and I feel a really good start to competitive Pokemon of the week. He's so viable, and I didn't even run through the special set that you can run with Scald and Hydro Pump and all those good moves. I personally just wanted to run the sets that I have the most familiarity with and the sets that I feel are the most viable. And that is how I'm going to be doing this series, so look forward to next week when I will be covering my personal favorite Pokemon, Furret. I've actually been seeing a rise in Furrets, which makes me super happy. So next week we will be talking about Furret a lot. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. This is Competitive Pokemon of the Week. I'll catch you on the next segment. So I'm not going to lie to you guys, I have no idea really how to sign this thing off. I just want to thank you guys for joining me for the first the Furret's forum, and just say thanks for listening, thanks for watching. I really hope that this keeps going. Show some love to that like button. I will be putting this up on a few other podcast sites, so if you could spread a word about this, and I really want this thing to work out, guys. So thank you very much for watching and listening. Try and help me out a little bit here, and I hope you all enjoy. This is the best way I can sign it off with some RPG metronome battles. Like, RPG, for you guys who don't know, is random Pokemon generator. So my brother and I decided that this would be a good way to end this after all of our hard work, so we goofed off for about 4 hours yesterday. This is the product of it.